What's up, y'all? It's me, Tzar. And yeah, we're back. This is it. I've been planning this for a while actually. And in the come up for that, I made a little 3-song series of it was little code, King Was Forgotten. And that's supposed to be reverence to me, because I feel like I just kind of disappeared from y'all. After my last update video, I think I was just kind of done with YouTube at that point. But there was 3 things that started coming up that made me want to do it again. First thing was just my natural creativity. I really wanted to start creating. I have some real cool ideas, specifically with the FE hacking community and the Shin Megami Tensei community. I love both of these franchises and games, and I've been wanting to create content in that realm of both, because those were my 2 biggest audiences before I left. And also keep developing my music and developing my just like a vibe. I want to have a vibe, and I want to be able to show my love and create some good content for y'all. I feel like this leads into my second point, which is all of a sudden my SMT remixes, my old ones, started getting commenters, and people started commenting, and I started getting more views and stuff. And I looked into it, and I really was surprised at how even 2 years later, these remixes are still popping on people's algorithm, and people are still like blown away or impressed in some way by it. And so because of that, I've been thinking about coming back to, I guess, not just YouTube, but like the internet at large, and just kind of try to make something out of this, because I just came back from university and it didn't really work out, and I'm just looking for a job right now. And the little bit of extra income that I make while I'm making music for other people, I used to do a lot of commissions back in the day, really helped me during a hard financial period. And that's the third reason too, is because I kind of want to make a small hustle. It's like my side hustle, a small living out of it. And so with all that, thank you for who are still tuned in, who've been with me since the jump, and who have continued to watch my videos. Y'all are the greatest, and just expect more, whether that be in the SMT remix department or the Fire Emblem builder tutorials. Yep, I'm bringing those back too. So I feel like FE Builder, the software that I used to make Romhacks back in the day, I want to recreate my original series and make it better, because people are kind of like gravitate, like a lot of portion of the FE hacker community actively uses that as reference. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking shit, dude. I made these when I was like just a teen, and I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking embarrassed. So we're gonna restart on that. But besides all that, I want to answer some viewer questions, and I'll putting these things on the screen too, post-production. But so I got 3 questions from some subscribers off my last community post, and I want to talk about, but because they brought us some interesting questions. So my first commenter is Hatsuru. Shout out to my boy. This guy makes Romhacks too, and he's in a Discord server, and we're in the same Discord server. And I got to know him through Fire Emblem Romhacking, and he's currently making a HoloLive VTuber Romhack in Fire Emblem 8, I believe. And I'll leave a link down below, because it's a pretty unique project, and he's always looking for playtesters and just people to play through it and give feedback. So if you're privy to that, I highly suggest playing that. And his question is, will you return to hacking? And I think my answer will be, I will return to the ROM hacking community, because I don't have it in me to create ROM hacks right now. I do have some cool stories I have drafted up. I actually have like whole drafts of like lore documents, but right now I want to focus on an attainable goal. I know FE Builder, I know how to make good videos, and I want to make a comprehensive series detailing and actually plan it out, instead of just making it as I go and just booting up a stream and just I remember those old videos was just me with a old shitty microphone, and then I'm just doing like a 1 stream worth of a topic and just winging it throughout the whole time. So I really want to revisit that concept I created and build upon it. But I will be like around, and I want to help also make soundtracks, because that's the being I'm the best at. I'm currently making a soundtrack for another Romhack my Team Stone Stoners is undertaking too. And so I got a lot on my plate with that. But yeah, we'll be returning. I'm definitely not just gonna be gone. And you know, Hatsuru, if you got any want me to let me in on the loop about anything, I got you, man. Because you know, I'm always down to talk to you about these things. My next comment is from Tez, an old colleague of mine. Impeccable. Will you make more midis? I will, because that brings up a good question. I want to start up commissions for my musical services. And by this I mean I can make pretty much anything. I can make original compositions, midis, I can do remixes or change in midis, change from... Okay, so I recently did this project for someone, and he needed me to take Hololive Shiny Smiley Story and turn that into an FE Romhack MIDI that can be put into the game, but also remix to sound like some Thracia theme. Because of that, took me a while to find a piano composition and then find the piano like roll, the score, turn that into a MIDI, and then remix that into the final product. And so with that takes a lot of work, but I'm willing to do that for cash, because I'm kind of strapped for it. I need cash, you know, everyone does, but you know, you'll be able to get a service that's kind of unique to me, and I have a lot of expertise in that. And I'll make sure I give you a banger composition, dude. Like, this is the Tzar treatment, you know, this is like some high quality stuff. You know, I've been doing a lot of projects, and I kind of always wanted to do an overview, but that have to wait till, you know, I get to that point. But yeah, I'll be making more midis, and if you ever want to hit me up, I'll start putting the motions of that. But for now, we chillin'. And the third comment by Your Souls Belongs to No One. What inspires you to make banger remixes and original songs? How'd you first get into it into the first place? And what does one need to acquire the necessary skills to do what you do? So this is a pretty big question, and I'm gonna yap, so you better be ready to hear all this. So the first part of the question, I think it's actually better to answer just chronologically. How do I first got into making music? So back in high school, I started venturing into the Fire Emblem Romhacking community, and throughout that process, I want to learn how to make music for my Fire Emblem Romhack and custom music. I knew a little bit of music theory because I grew up playing guitar and piano, but besides that, I had to start with a software called Anvil Studio. It's a real old one, and that's where I got started. Very limited, but I made some of my first bangers on that thing. And so I just started practicing, just started making music, learning more, learning YouTube controller like tutorials and reading some books about it. And I got to learn more vibes and start learning how to like make with just my ear and using my natural intuition with that. And so all you just need from the beginning is just a laptop. And there's loads of free softwares, free sounds, anything that you can do to make it. And I have different styles that I create, but doing a whole video on that's its whole video in of itself, so I don't get too deep to it. But to acquire the necessary skills, I kind of had this like whole music academy thing, like teaching music theory to Fire Emblem composers or like Fire Emblem ROM hacking composers. And I might make that because it seems like you want to know more about that, and I'm down because I had a whole syllabus, and my friend Lonk can attest to that. Speaking of, shout out to Lonk, he made me this little avatar in the style of I think Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. But the first question he asked too was, what inspires you to make banger remixes and original songs? And that's basically like each remix I make and each song is like usually like a testament to my skill. It's a way for me to kind of just flex, like say like I learned these new skills and I want to apply it to something safe, like say like a SMT battle theme. And because of that, I get some cool songs. And for original songs, I usually, if you haven't seen on my profile, but I made like 4 albums, and each album is like a different genre or like quote unquote genre. It's more like a vibe. You know, Steamworks Swing was like this EDM / electro swing album. Colored Echoes was like a vibey ambient synth album with dance tracks. And then Lost Shadows, A Dimension Forlorn is actually like a custom Toho-esque album. And I made music using the Toho sound font within the Toho idea. I made like my own little story, my own little world behind it with my own style. And so generally I'm inspired from like video games and just all sorts of things, just like whatever I want to make. And so look forward to that, because we're gonna be making a lot more of those. But overall, you know, that's kind of why I want to create again, because I want to show more and create more because people are showing interest into it. And so hopefully I can get all that done. But you know, moving forward, just look forward to right now my main goal is going to be to create at least one video every 2 weeks. And so I'm just going to start out by doing fun ideas, talking about stuff, yapping. And so just look forward to whether it comes out. I'm trying to make some more compositions because I really like this new sound I got, and it's mixing all sorts of things. And actually there's another video, I think it was under Was, where a commenter asked something and I want to answer that personally. Same guy, Your Soul Belongs to No One. So these are kind of these last 3 recent remixes. They're not really remixes, they're just original songs, but they combine just a lot of cool sounds I have, and I kind of want to create my own little genre. And it's mainly just like this old nostalgic sound, and it just gave me like SMT vibes. And I said, dude, I want to create an album full of this, but I gotta like start creating like throwaway tracks, like random tracks, so I can get my my skills up. So that's what they kind of are, just original songs. These are totally original, you know. This is kind of just stuff I come up with on my own. And so, and I think she said, you know, always did like the atmospheric nature of SMT music, very enchanting, ethereal. That's exactly how I want these tracks to come off. And so, you know, thank you though, Your Soul's being number 1, because, you know, your comments also kind of led to me to make this decision and further solidified my decision to come back to YouTube. And that goes for all y'all who've been following me this long. And so just look forward to interesting videos and all that stuff. I wish I could talk more, but that's the thing, you can't really foretell what's gonna happen in the future if you haven't even thought about what you're gonna do next. But just join me along the ride. Always leave comments. If you guys have any comments, I'll answer to them. I want to create like a little dialogue between me and my audience. And I'm not going to be doing anything like Let's Plays. I'm not really the type of person to do those things, but I will do like maybe 10-minute videos and try to actually make a go at this YouTube thing. But whatever happens, I hope y'all will stick with me. So subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, comment, get the algorithm up. And I think my first video though will definitely have to do with something with SMT. I've been dying to make something with SMT for a while, but we'll see. And so that's it. I'll see y'all later. This has been Tzar. Thank y'all for tuning in.